Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Woohoo! It's us. We did it.
Hi, I'm Tim.
Woohoo!
Welcome to the show.
Woohoo! There we go.
Hey, Mikey, did you drink your meek today?
Oh, I got a big glass of meek right here, baby. You can see the meek coming right off of it.
The infamous green cup.
What are you talking about? Nothing.
I like how your cup phases through reality.
That's what I consume, Tim.
Reality?
That's what makes me what I am. I consume reality. It's gone after I learned it. Wouldn't that be a superpower? You literally consume. It's a curse. It's a curse in D&D.
You consume reality. That's like a fucking.
You consume knowledge.
Oh man!
Whatever you know, it dies.
Oh boy, that's like a broken power in an anime somewhere.
Just put a blindfold on him and trap him in a cave. It's like we were just hoping that he would just never get out. And earthquake, rock moved. He walked around, started asking questions. That was bad.
God, you consume reality. That's like a fucking Thanos power. That's like an Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Yeah. This is what I think about all day.
Listen, someone needs to turn it into a comic book. I'm just saying.
Man, if only we could draw. Oh.
I know. I'm so terrible at drawing. It's so bad. I could write all day.
Learn. You know what? We could learn.
No, I've tried. My left-handedness is terrible.
Well, use your other hand.
My right hand is useless.
That's why we could learn with them, because they don't know how to do anything yet. They're blank.
Have you ever tried to write your signature with your offhand?
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, I do okay. I just not good with the grip.
I like grip the pencil like this, and
I got a caveman in a little bit. I mean, I can get the general feel of it right, but it's not swell.
The only thing that I can do well with my offhand is sword fight. I've trained myself to be ambidextrous sword fighting. But that is it. That is the extent of what my right hand is capable of.
Be honest. It's because you think the zombie apocalypse is soon upon us and you want a battle axe and a short sword.
Oh, I'm definitely a two-handed fucking weapon guy. Like most of my fights are like sword and dagger or sword and shield.
I knew you'd be a dual wielding son of a bitch. I just need a knife. And some throwing knives. We're good.
Speaking of dual wielding.
Anyways, we have to say hello to the people. The people. Oh, the Dark Lord Greg has arrived.
Cassidy might need to be on Unboxed tonight. Yeah, probably.
Which Cassidy?
Bill Cassidy, Senator.
Oh, did he light him up?
Oh, yeah. He was like, I'm a doctor, and I don't think what you're doing is correct.
Chrissy. Oh, whip it up. Bella. Hit like and subscribe. The best network, the greatest network. They do. Oh, I'm doing the wrong voice. The best network, the greatest network. They do a good job. Thank you for your attention to this matter. The Bin Podcast Network.
I think everyone should just end their tweets or their. I'm gonna start ending emails with thank you for your attention to this matter. It sounds hilarious.
It's on the bottom of the Declaration of Independence.
It's the last line of the Constitution.
Inalienable rights, blah blah blah. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
You know what? If Trump was to like, I want to amend the Constitution so that at the end it says, "Thank you for your attention to this matter."
Love Donald Trump.
Love Donald Trump. I'd be like, I'd vote for that amendment.
You know what? Tim, when we have to form a new country, oh damn, she's livid. Look at Bernie. Oh, we're gonna turn
Bernie's
on the
gonna
audio
be-
and do that shit.
Yeah, Bernie's gonna be next. Well,
So we're
after
gonna-
some Republican.
Like, damn, we might have to like break with the banter here because I want to know what she just said.
Yeah, let's go back and Senator because Bernie's lighting him up too. Jesus.
Ooh. Oh boy. All right, we'll start.
Ooh, it's fight. Ooh, this is gonna be a good unbox tonight.
Oh,
So
we're gonna have
good.
a good show tonight, baby. No pineapple for us, baby.
Answer those questions. That is malpractice at these agencies, and that is the malpractice that I am going to fix.
Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Warren.
Here we
Thank
go.
you.
Bird
Chairman,
war in the
so-
hedge.
Last November, while you were under consideration to become Secretary of Health and Human
Oh, it's
Services,
bugs.
Mr. Kennedy, you said, quote, if vaccines are working for somebody, I'm not going to take them away. No exceptions, no ifs, ands, or buts. You would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them.
Unbelievable.
Then last week, you announced the COVID-19 vaccine is no longer approved for healthy people under the age of 65. In announcing the change, you said the vaccine will be available for anyone who wants it. Now, obviously, both things cannot be true at the same moment. So let's clear this up right now, Secretary Kennedy. Will you tell America that all adults and all children
Mike, you turn
over
it up slightly.
6 age are eligible
that
to
was
get
up.
a COVID booster
Oh.
at their local pharmacy today?
Yeah.
Anybody can get the booster.
Enhance. I have the technology.
We can rebuild him.
Anybody can get it. Senator.
Anybody.
That
So
better?
you're saying that is now the official rule of HHS. Anybody is eligible to get a booster by just walking into the pharmacy.
It's not recommended for healthy people.
No. If you don't recommend, then the consequence of that in many states is that you can't walk into a pharmacy and get one. It means insurance companies don't have to cover the $200 or so cost. As Senator Dr. Cassidy said, you are effectively denying people vaccines.
We're not going to recommend a product for which there's no clinical data for that indication. Is that what I should be doing?
What you should be doing is honoring your promise that you made when you were looking to get confirmed in this job.
You're going like
And that
this.
is, you promised that you would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them. You just changed the classification of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not taking them away from people, Senator.
It takes it away if you can't get it from your pharmacist.
Well, most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
$200.
Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy
No,
for
the
free.
question is everyone who wants it. That was your promise.
I know
Mr.
I didn't.
Kennedy,
I
not
never
mine.
promised that I was going to
You didn't
recommend
promise-
products for
Oh,
which
I'm
there is no
sorry.
indication.
When you said.
Oh boy.
$55,000 from pharmaceutical companies, Senator.
Did you hold up a big sign saying that you were lying when you said that? Because you are the one who said you would not take them away. Now, Senator.
I'm not taking them away from anybody.
Secretary,
You want me to indicate a product for which there is no clinical data?
Senator,
Is that what you want?
Secretary Kennedy.
What a
you said you
fucking
wouldn't.
lie.
Yeah,
I'm not taking
wow.
them away.
Seriously.
Everybody
There's
can
tons of clinical data.
No,
They had mad trials, bro. Just because you don't understand how science works, because you're not fucking trained in science.
Right.
You're a lawyer.
An environmental lawyer. That has nothing to do with fucking doctors.
What are you talking about?
they can't
Oh,
walk
boy.
into a pharmacy the way they could last month and get access.
It
to a
depends on the
vaccine.
it depends on the
It
states.
depends. A year ago.
But they can
it
still
did
get
not
it.
depend.
Everybody
A
can get
month
it.
ago, it did not
Everybody can
depend.
get it, Senator.
So look, let's move on. You clearly are taking away vaccines. I've seen the list for what's coming up next, and that is the agenda for the next CDC vaccine panel. And first up is ratifying your COVID actions. Second is hepatitis B is on the agenda. So should Americans expect you to take away hepatitis vaccine access as well?
Motley
even
says,
though you
I'm
promised
unable
not
to manage my own money
As I
slash
said,
funds.
I'm not taking
Have a job
vaccines away from anybody.
National
It's the
Treasury.
same answer, right?
You're
just gonna deny
overqualified,
that
actually.
when people can't get access,
You once
that you're
had
not
an account.
taking it away. Then let
Wait,
me
you've
ask
been
you,
bankrupt
is
or you're
the same game
hired?
you want to play with
Well, you want me to, so you,
We only need people who've never had a bank account to run our national treasury.
For our Treasury Secretary, we want someone who hides their money under the mattress, thinking that that's
Correct.
the safest place for it.
Gold bullion in the backyard. Fucking treasure map.
You have a cellar dug out in your backyard specifically for gold bars. That's who we want for Treasury Secretary.
Next to a pallet of Twinkies.
I'm going to recommend every product in the world so that without
I'll
any
be king
critical
when it all
politics.
falls
through on your promises.
Yeah, my promise was to give,
A month ago, we could get COVID vaccines by just walking.
you can
into a
still get
pharmacy.
COVID vaccines,
You are
Senator.
taking that away.
No, you are
So
still,
let
you
me
can
ask
still
you
get the
one more
COVID vaccines, and
question,
Medicare
Secretary
will still
Kennedy.
pay for them, and Medicaid
You
will still
tell the
pay for them.
head of the CDC that if she refused to sign off on your changes to the childhood vaccine schedule, that she had to resign.
No, I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no. So if you had an employee who told you they weren't trustworthy, would you
What the
ask them to resign, Senator?
What?
So I'm sorry, but this is not what she has said publicly. She has
Well,
said.
I'm
she
not
was
surprised about that.
pre-approved. So you're saying she's lying?
Yes. Every conversation I had with her, there
And
were
let me get this
witnesses.
straight. This is the same person that less than a month earlier, you stood next to her and described her as unimpeachable. And you had full
Brother,
confidence
this
in
Oh,
is
her.
a
boy.
public
That you had full
execution.
Oh my
confidence.
God.
We're gonna have to blur
Credentials.
this out.
And a month she became a liar?
Yeah, you should
We're
ask
gonna have
her
to
to
censor
change.
this.
And by the way, a month ago, you were voting against her. Oh, because you thought she was either incompetent, ineligible, or unsuited to the task.
I voted
Now I
against her
agree
because
with
I was afraid she was going to bend the knee to you and Donald Trump. And it looks like she didn't bend the knee, so you fired her. Look, you are putting American
Oh, man.
risk, American seniors.
Elizabeth Warren
health at
doesn't
risk,
fuck around.
All Americans' health at risk, and you should resign.
Senator Sanders.
Oh, Senator Sanders is next. Great. Great.
Just want to pick up on Senator Warren's point. Are you telling us
Pick 'em
that
up.
the former head of CDC went to you, you asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said, no, I am not a trustworthy person?
She didn't say, no, I'm not a trustworthy person. She said, no.
Wow.
Giving a quote.
I-
And I asked her
No,
twice.
1 second. And you're also repeating now that she is a liar, correct? What you wrote in the Wall Street
If
Journal.
she wrote that I fired her because she refused to sign on in advance for the ASIP committee, no, that's not accurate.
All right, so you're calling her a liar, and I look forward to her coming before the Help Committee, maybe this committee
Call
as
her
well.
up. Yo, call her.
All right, Mr. Secretary, I've got a bunch of questions.
Crosstown.
Appreciate
Get over
brevity
here
in
in 20
answering
minutes.
it. So-called
Chill,
beautiful
Bernie,
bill threw 15 million Americans off of health care,
Damn.
substantially raised premiums, and is going to have a terrible impact on nursing homes, community health centers, rural hospitals all over America. Very briefly, is that really making America
no,
healthy
man.
again?
It's going to have an,
Where we're
it's
at
going
right now?
to be the biggest infusion
I
of
don't like
federal
when you said that
dollars
word.
into rural health care in American history.
Yeah, you know why? Because you're cutting $150 billion for rural hospitals, you're putting $50 billion back. That's not an infusion. That's a loss of $100 billion. All right, next question. President Trump, who I don't usually agree with, called COVID vaccines, quote, one of the greatest miracles in the history of modern day medicine that saved tens of millions of lives.
Yo, I totally forgot that Trump was over here bragging about the COVID vaccine coming out. I totally forgot that he took credit for that.
Yeah, Operation
This-
Warp Speed. It was all his
Operation
idea.
Warp Speed was his idea. Only he could pump it. I was pumping out vaccines like no one else did. had seen in the all other pandemics paled in comparison, and I just was pumping them out. I was just pumping them out. He was bragging. I forgot all about that. The fact that he bragged about his vaccines, and here is RFK Jr. in charge. Oh, I forgot.
He
gloated.
said that it was a modern day miracle. A modern day miracle that he got them COVID vaccines out.
And he sent them straight to Vladimir. He's like, "Are you okay?
Did
Did you get the masks I sent? Okay. You stay safe."
Worldwide, scientific community agrees with Trump. Lancet study found that it prevented almost 20 million deaths during their first year of use. Secretary Kennedy, are President Trump and the medical community right? Or do you still believe that the COVID vaccine was, quote, the deadliest vaccine ever made?
No, first of all, I didn't say that. Oh, I said that in terms of there's reports.
He's got RFK twisted up in
I
knots.
said today, I think that President Trump should get the Nobel Prize.
So who's right? Is Trump in the medical community right, or are you right?
President Trump did an extraordinary piece of leadership.
Is he right or wrong? Did COVID save millions of lives?
As I said, he got Americans back to work. At that time, that particular vaccine was perfectly matched to the virus that was circulating then. And I have no idea how many lives it saved, but it saved quite a few.
Oh my
You know what I
goodness.
find a little bit weird in this discussion, I'm hearing it over and over again.
Yo, what is his plan? He is like, he is a fucking long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Like, he is fucked. Oh man.
He's acting like a petulant child too. He's like sitting back in his chair and just fucking trying to yell at these people who are just ruining him.
Does he have like the fucking, he's like doing this shit and fucking doing like, like, are you fucking rolling right now, guy? Like, are you, you know what I mean? Like the fucking world, like someone's tilting the room on him and shit. Like, he's like uncomfortable in his own balance right now.
That's because he's getting fucked up.
He, you know, he did a double fucking walking into this. He's like, espresso.
He's just getting Tiger Mead over and over.
He said espresso, fucking raw milk, fucking raw milk. Let's do this. Oh boy, let me see what my manager wants.
This morning, Mr. Chairman, is we've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are your who are the organizations that are agreeing with you and casting aspersions on vaccines?
The primary advisors are Marty Makary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz, Vinay Prasad.
So you got a few doctors.
Dr. Oz.
I'm giving you the
Not a
name.
few doctors. What you're talking about is there's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical
Oh, hold on. So
industry.
you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors.
And I'm
the
telling you
American Academy of Pediatrics, and by the way, just
Hold on.
Mikey, you need to go back like 30 seconds because it gets fucking wild.
Y'all, you know what she wanted? She took her socks off and couldn't get them back on.
I mean, I often feel that rage.
Don't take them off. She had them both like in opposite sides of the thing. And she was like, she had one. She's like, it doesn't go back on, man.
Hey, how do you do this? I have no idea what's going on here.
Yo, it broke. Like, what's wrong with this thing? All right, I'll go back 30 seconds to say. I'll do
30 seconds.
for the record.
The primary advisors are Marty
Go back a few more. Go back a few more because you got to get Bernie's question here.
And I have no idea how many lives it saved, but it saved quite a few.
You know, what I find a little bit weird in
Okay,
this
yeah.
discussion, I'm hearing it over and over again this morning, Mr. Chairman, is we've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are your who are the organizations that are
Wait till
agreeing
you
with
hear
you?
this murderer's row.
Casting aspersions on vaccines.
The primary advisors are Marty McCary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz, Vinay Prasad.
So you got a few doctors who agree with you, and I'm giving
Dr.
you
Oz.
the list.
You doctors, what you're talking about is there's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been
Boy.
co-opted by the
Oh,
pharmaceutical
hold on. So you're
industry.
telling the American people
He sound like a televangelist. You talking about the evolution of man. You need to be talking about man's evolution. Fucking boy, shut your ass up. Oh, man. Get him, Burn.
that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors.
And I'm
the
telling you,
American Academy of Pediatrics, the American, and by the way, just for the record, every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food industry.
Everybody but you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you will agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you got a billionaire behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. But I think the issue
I
now.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do.
God
I
damn.
don't know what you're talking about.
The issue is every time anyone
Are you saying
disagrees with
are
you.
you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential
No,
campaign?
I'm saying,
I don't think
no,
so.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the pharmaceutical.
How, boy. you
Come
know
on,
you
RFK. You know what he said.
Obstinate child.
You know what he said.
You know exactly what he said. Punk ass.
Listen, I don't like that the pharmaceutical industry gives to every fucking politician they can get their hands on. However, that does not make those politicians specifically corrupt, right?
Well, no, according to him, they are corrupt. Fine. I'm
Right.
with him. I'm taking your logic, RFK Jr. They are corrupt. So why are you with all of these corrupt people?
Yeah, I think that's the point that Bernie was making is like if
Yeah.
Donald Trump takes money from the pharmaceutical industry, doesn't that make him corrupt too? Doesn't it make all the
Yeah.
Republicans on that dais corrupt?
Why don't you say that to Marco Rubio? Say that to Cruz. Get all up in your best buddies. Say that to Oz.
Yeah, say that
like,
to your
say
fucking
that to all
best
your
friend,
best
Dr.
friends.
Oz.
Yeah. Say it. Go tell Dr. Phil.
Industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult to the
It's not,
American people.
listen, people disagree with me all the time. I have arguments in my agency, heated arguments every day with Jay Bhattacharya.
That's not good.
Yeah, you shouldn't be fucking doing that, bro. You
Y'all
should be
should
arguing.
know.
You should be arguing with the doctors, telling them what they don't know. Like, come on.
We have arguments every day about whether or not the earth is flat. Like, fuck.
We have arguments every day about whether or not you should
Aw.
leave dead bears in Central Park. Like,
Yo, the water cooler in that office must be crazy. The scuttlebutt must be straight up queuing
can't
up
wait.
like Iota Anon or something. Like they're on some other shit.
I
Next
can't wait
level
for the
shit.
for the books, the tell-all books to be written about RFK Jr.'s Health and Human Services Department.
There's gonna be like a 7-part mini doc. Oh man, 60 Minutes is gonna be back with a fury after the television coup.
With Marty McCary, with Dr. Oz.
You have given the names of a few people. I have given you the names of organizations representing hundreds of thousands of doctors and scientists. I yield, Mr. President.
Senator Tillis.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Secretary Kennedy, thank you for being here. A couple of times you asked people if they were making a statement or a question. What I think I may do, just to give you a breather, is to make a statement with a lot of questions. And just for the record, I'd like for you to have the opportunity to have your staff respond. I can't conclude from the discussion today where you are on warp speed. So I would like the definitive statement
Another Republican
on exactly where you are. Was it good? Was it bad? Were there things that worked? Were there things that didn't work? I can't
Tillis is
discern
grilling him
that
now.
from what you said here. I, for one
What
thing,
is happening?
it was a signature accomplishment of
It's
President Trump and the
crumbling,
mRNA
It's
platform. is
crumbling.
something
I agree with that.
I look forward to you giving us a detailed statement on
What a
exactly
world,
where you
what a
are
world,
with
what a
warp
world.
speed. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a trial lawyer. I'm a boring management consultant. Another question that we'll
That is
submit in the
boring.
record, I'll give you
It's pretty
direction to
boring.
where we're going. I don't see how you go over 4 weeks from
Okay.
a public health expert with unimpeachable scientific credentials, a longtime
Oh shit,
champion of
bro!
values,
Everyone's dunking on him.
passionate and brilliant
You got Bernie's
microbiologist, and
notes.
4 weeks
Let me
later,
see that burn.
fired
Burn
her
dog. Let me
because
see that
at least
paper.
the public reports say because she refused to fire people that work for her. So as somebody who advised executives on hiring strategies, number one, I would suggest in the interview, you ask them if they're truthful rather than 4 weeks after we took the time of the U.S. Senate to confirm the person.
Oh shit!
Future.
He said, "Stop wasting our time."
Consider.
If you over here still vetting people,
But
you already
I do
confirmed them,
also
motherfucker.
believe that some of your statements
That's a
seem to
good point.
contradict what you said in the prior hearing. You said you're going to empower the scientists at HHS to do their job. I'd just like to see evidence where you've done that. And I'm sure that you will have some. You will do nothing that
What have
makes
you
it
been doing at
difficult or
work?
discourages people from taking vaccines. There seem to be several reports that would seem to refute that, but I'd rather you just respond to it. I'm not going to come here and impose my belief over any of yours. That, again, seems to be contradictory to the firing of a CDC director, the canceling of
You activated my trap card.
firing advisory board
wait,
members, attempting to stall NIH.
You triggered my trap card!
Funding for the, I think $500 million for further mRNA research. And just want an answer for it. On HR.
No one believed me. I told you, you can't sell this shit. That all these motherfuckers have to go home. And you see how rowdy
Yeah.
it's been. Those meetings are usually empty. Maybe 10 people that are like part of the posse. Hundreds of people at those are a huge anomaly. The tide, it shifts.
One, I believe, you know my.
So good on you, all you town hall meeting people, and all of you press conference people. It's
Yo,
working.
Trump might fire this guy.
He might be out of here, yo. He'll let fucking Marco Rubio do
Concerns
it.
about HR1. I've had several meetings with, and HR1 is the big, beautiful bill, OB3, whatever the brand is. But I'm still, I've got an office with 60 staff, including half of them in state office. I've had 3 different estimates of the economic impact on the state of North Carolina. Can I get your commit? And I have been looking for somebody that's far more resourced than an office of 30 people up in here in DC to disprove my estimates with respect to the impact on North Carolina, period. And I've yet to have anybody. I would love to be embarrassed and be wrong, but I would like to get your commitment for people to tease through the numbers that I provided before the vote.
Yeah. Person impersonator says, yeah, hats off to the American folks showing that there is a line you cannot cross without pushback.
Mm-hmm.
And once that Elon money is no longer a factor, it's just the old pitchforks and torches now. And
Yeah,
it's like, oh
man.
shit. Oh shit. He was bluffing, but the people are still mad.
On HR 1 that says that if you normalize 3 independent estimates across a broad spectrum, $25 billion over 10 years. I don't need your response now. I want somebody to destroy my estimates because to this point, the most resourced health agency in the world has only given me word salad responses, and I need that so that we can prepare for the response. $25 billion over 10 years is half of the
He said you ain't done nothing, bro.
in 5 years. And so we just need to have that
Oh
fact
my
as
God,
a
can you
matter of
imagine if
policy
he had
so
access
that
to
we
all
can
that
go in
money?
North Carolina and
Oh,
observe
boy.
it. I know
We
every
have a
state's
fucking
different, and I'm assuming every one of my colleagues here have done the
titanium
math for
body.
their states, not focused on that. But I want
Like
you to
C-3PO
destroy my
RoboCop.
estimates if they're in fact wrong, and I want you to acknowledge them if in fact they're right. That will come into question as well. Mr. Kennedy, you've stated multiple times in response to other members' questions that scientists were lying. We'll go back to the record in cases where you've said that. I just
Stop
like
the
to see the
cap.
scientific evidence to substantiate that. I'm going to stipulate that you were honest and you had research behind it. We'll go back and figure out what scientific studies you believe are founded on lies and not scientifically viable. And then finally, I just want to give you an opportunity. Apparently, in the exchange with Senator Bennett, you said you agreed with Dr. Levy's statements, who said that the mRNA vaccine causes serious harm, including death, particularly in young people. They said you agreed with that comment. Did you agree with that comment or not?
I think that's true, yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Tillis. We now have Senator Smith. You're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So, Mr. Kennedy, I have sat here for the last many minutes and listened carefully to your testimony. And I think actually Senator Tillis laid out so many of the ways that what you have said has contradicted yourself and others. It's, I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to start here. Over the last 8 months, you have claimed to make America healthy again. But in actual fact, you have led the charge in the Trump administration to destroy what is best in our healthcare system. And your denials and your evasion and your lies here do not change that.
We
You
were
are
all
the
with her.
Secretary of the Health and Human Services. Yet you're trafficking in these fringe idea and discredited theories that are completely out of step with the scientific consensus. And you seem to be willing to say anything in the moment, even if it's untrue. So last time you were before Congress, Secretary Kennedy, you claimed, and I quote, "I have never been anti-vax. I have never told the public to avoid a vaccination." But in a podcast, you said the opposite. You said there's no vaccine that is safe and effective. So that sure sounds anti-vax to me, Secretary.
You said that on Joe Rogan.
Let me ask you, when were you lying, sir? When you told this committee
when
that
were
you were
you
not
lying?
anti-vax, or when you told Americans that there's no safe and effective vaccine?
Both things are true.
Oh, so more denial, more back and forth. I mean, here's what I know. Here's what I
Want me to
know.
explain why, Senator? You just
No,
want
actually, I want you to listen to me.
Yeah.
I want you to listen to me.
Yeah, you
'Cause I
listen
listen to
to
you.
you.
Fuck the hell off.
listen to
That
me.
ACIP is an independent panel after you stocked it with
Fuck the
your
hell
picks.
off.
You said that you want evidence-based science, but it seems that what you mean
You sound just
is
like you.
evidence that supports your view, not the scientific consensus. I mean, you dared to sit there and call my colleague from New Hampshire a liar when she presented you with facts that don't support your view of the world. It's incredible. But let me move on. Just last week, in the days after the tragic shooting at Annunciation Catholic School in my home state of Minnesota, you went on Fox News blaming school shootings on antidepressants.
That is offensive
You
to
have
witches and warlocks.
said that because you have no evidence of a connection. And you want to talk
I
about,
didn't, you're just saying something, you're just making stuff up.
this is what you say, right?
No,
Secretary Kennedy, when
no,
someone
no.
presents you with information that does not fit.
I did not
your
blame that
world
shooting.
view.
I have no idea whether, I have no idea. And
You
I
did.
never said that. You're making it up.
I
You're
am not
twisting. Yeah, you are.
Bring the receipt.
Secretary
Bring the
Kennedy,
receipt.
Honest right
If you
now.
want to talk about mental health and gun
You're
violence
being
in this
dishonest.
country, If you want to talk about mental health and gun violence in this country, we should be talking about that because that's what the
Let's
parents
talk then,
of
Senator.
Annunciation School.
You don't want to talk.
wanna
You want to
talk about.
harangue and you want to politically, you want to have partisan politics.
That is,
I want to actually solve these problems.
Ms. Secretary
Bullshit.
Kennedy,
Yeah.
what the Trump administration is doing right now is making it harder for people in this country to get access to mental health care. So don't talk to me about solving the mental health care crisis when you are making it harder. You cut Medicaid, which is the #1 payer for mental health care services in this country. You
That's what I'm
decimated
saying.
the Agency of Health and Human Services that focuses on mental health and substance abuse. That's what states count on. They're cutting their services to schools as a result of that. Several years ago, in a bipartisan way, Congress came together and passed the Safer Communities Act, which made important investments in mental health care and did some important, though small things to reduce access to guns. What do? You propose cutting that funding. This is what we're talking about in your leadership in the Department of Health and Human Services. If you want radical transparency, as you talk about, I mean, take a look at what you are doing. And, you know, I've heard a lot about MAHA today while we've been here. There's a lot of Americans, Secretary Kennedy, who trust you, who believe what you say, especially when you say you're standing up to corruption. And I think that
Oops.
Been a time in America in the history of humanity, and people walked into a crowd, into a church or a movie theater or a school or a crowd of strangers that just started randomly shooting. It's happening in our country. It's not happening around the world. And there are many other countries that have comparable levels of guns that we have in this country.
No.
We had comparable levels.
There's only a few.
in the 60s, and people weren't doing that.
Afghanistan,
Something changed.
Oman,
And it dramatically
Yemen.
changed human behavior. And one
Congo.
of the culprits we need to examine is whether the fact that we are the most over-medicated nation in the world, and that a lot of those are psychiatric drugs that have black box warnings on them.
Oh,
That
I mean,
part of suicide,
wow.
suicidal ideation. So
If-
we are doing those studies right now for the first time.
If only they were allowed to play clips in Congress. They could be like, this is what you said, Mr. Secretary.
You literally said it. You literally said it.
You literally said it.
I got 2 screens.
they need to know, you apparently have a lot of influence with President Trump. Did you ask him not to roll back these regulations that are stopping the big corporations from dumping heavy metals and endocrine disruptors into our soil and water? I mean, there's no evidence that you have been even opposing that. Did you do anything to stop the Trump administration
I'm
from
done with the
rolling back
environment.
this
Fuck it.
handout to big pharma that makes it easier for the big drug companies to charge more for cancer drugs? No, you presided over that. I mean, it's stunning, really,
It
what's
is
happened
stunning.
over the last 18
I'm
months.
stunned as fuck.
It's stunning to me. And I just hope that in this moment, our colleagues, there's hardly anybody left in this room, are going to think about what it is that you've done, what
You don't
your
fire them all.
legacy is going to be at the Health and Human Services Agency, and pay attention to the damage that is being done here.
And I closed my all-in-one.
Senator Marsh. All right, thank you, Chairman, and welcome, Mr. Secretary.
I closed my
One of your
Windows
themes
Surface.
For the CDC is transparency.
Magnetic
And I
clip.
think when I hear you talk about transparency, I think part of that is sharing what you know, what the CDC knows with parents so that they can make decisions.
Oh
Behind me.
boy, what is this
Yeah, I know it's
chart?
gonna be hard to see from there. I can barely read it. This is the current CDC recommendations for vaccines for children. On day number 1, they get their first jab, a hepatitis vaccine. By the time they're 18 months, they've had 18
here we
jabs.
go.
By the
Oh,
time
boy.
they get to be able to vote, they have 76 jabs.
Oh, man. 76 vaccines to
When we
protect you
talk-
from
when I listen,
76
what I'm
fucking
hearing you say is that,
diseases.
Look, vaccines are drugs. We need a measured response and a measured, when do we use this? It's interesting.
Yeah, you sound like a real intellectual. They measured it. Shut the fuck up, fucking Farmer Gunther over here. Shut your dumb hick ass up. Shut up.
Seeing that the United States has put age 65 and older for COVID vaccine. UK has chosen 75 and France 80. Obviously, sciences disagree exactly when that should or shouldn't be. Hepatitis B.
Sciences disagree. Shut up,
Yeah, come on, man.
stupid boy. Shut your dumb mouth.
vaccine, it makes no sense.
Your mouth
What
is
he just
dumb.
said disproves his own fucking point because he's like, oh, the UK they have 71 and France they have 80. Well, guess what? They still have around the same number. Like
Who's
they're
right in-
disagreeing
who's
on
right in the
very
middle
few
there?
things.
Who's right in the middle? Like,
Yeah,
shut up.
yeah.
Shut up. Just shut your stupid Marshall,
Sense
stupid
to me.
shut
I've
up.
only delivered 5,000 babies, but we do a hepatitis test on every mom. By the time she delivers that baby, I know her pretty well. And if she doesn't have any risk factors, if she's not an IV drug abuser, if she's in a stable monogamous relationship, nobody at home has hepatitis, I don't know. I don't see
Well,
the
Chrissy
benefit.
makes a
myself
point.
in that
Some of those are
hepatitis
booster
test. Everyone's
shots.
eligible
Right.
for it. Everyone can get it. And my pediatricians don't always agree with me. And no,
spaced
I'm not
out.
saying if you don't know the hepatitis status of that patient, they shouldn't get it. I'm not saying if this person's had no prenatal kid, that puts them at risk for hepatitis. Can you just speak a little bit, when you talk about transparency and trying to empower and make vaccines available, these should be treated just like a medication.
Yeah, I mean, I say I'm not anti-vaccine. Saying I'm anti-vaccine is like saying I'm anti-medicine. Well,
He is.
I'm pro.
Yes.
Yes. We just saw the clip where he said we're over medicated, so that's why gun violence happens.
Like, medicine is not just tablets and pills. Like, is that what he thinks medicine is? Like, if you go to the pharmacy, you go to get medicine, and then everything at a pharmacy is medicine. You know what I mean? Does he think, like, like with Trump, with his dumb fucking self, where he thinks tariffs mean something that is completely opposite of what they mean, and he's just running with the wrong definition. I think this dumbass is running the wrong definition on medicine, but he would know the difference between drugs and medicine if he actually went to fucking medical school.
He was actually a fucking doctor.
If
He's
he
not a
had
doctor.
Any medical training, maybe he would know that he can't just interchange those words. But he's dumb.
He's some fucking QAnon lunatic who did his own research.
Bro was drinking the blue milk extract on the plane. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Bro got antifreeze. He got windshield wiper fluid on the plane. This is the guy. Look at him. He looks great.
He probably thinks that Democrats are still eating adrenochrome or whatever.
Right. He a Kennedy. He a Kennedy. Let's crack open that black book from Epstein, shall we?
He's the worst Kennedy.
Some medicines harm people. Some of them have risks. Some of them have benefits that outweigh
friends
those
close,
risks
keep
for
your enemies
certain
closer.
populations. And the same is true with vaccines. And we don't understand the risk profile because vaccines are the only medical intervention, medical device, or pharmaceutical drug that are exempt from pre-licensing safety studies. And so there are two hepatitis vaccines. And one of them had a safety study that lasted for 4 days on 143 kids for a product that's going to be given to 76 million kids.
Yeah.
The risk profile prior to the introduction.
I don't have time to fact check that, but he made that up.
The vaccine, the risk of a baby dying from hepatitis.
Every time that he's quoted any number and we've looked it up, he's been off by like a factor of 5. Like every fucking time. Like he is always way off, or he's using like 2 of the wrong columns of a graph. I do not trust his brain worm addled brain to remember and recall stats.
B was 1 in 7 million. That means you need to give 7 million hepatitis B vaccines to prevent 1 death. If you're going to give 7 million.
So that doesn't, oh my God, that doesn't, no, that's not how that works.
He's so stupid.
That's not how vaccines work.
He's so stupid. He doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what a vaccine is. He doesn't know what a drug is. He doesn't know what medicine is.
Mikey.
He does not know.
I have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
It depends.
You really, you're real. I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
And look at the little like he does a lot of face reading to like get approval from people because he's a used car salesman slime ball. And there's like the showing of like it's such caveman behavior. I don't know how anyone wanted him to be the fucking president. They wanted him to be president, Tim, and we were the fucking bad guys. We were the bad guys.
Yeah. And then he hitched himself to fucking Trump's wagon, and Trump was like, I'm going to put him in charge of our healthcare system. That'll be good, right?
Everybody said, whoa.
Everyone was like, I don't know about that one. Can we put him in charge of something else?
They want
something he can't fuck up.
They wanted him to be presidente, al dente presidente.
Oh my god!
That means you need to
definitely.
hepatitis.
If RFK was a noodle, he'd be overcooked for sure.
He'd be a soggy noodle boy.
Oh, we got a super chat from
You
Allie.
triggered my trap card.
I'm not a dictator.
Yes, you are.
5 British pounds.
Fire in a hole.
Just a question: how the hell is the U.S. going to get this fixed after this government is gone? Genuinely asking. I can see lots of kids dying.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think there is going to be some fallout. But the old systems, people know how to do them, and those people are still around. But guess what? You're going to have to pay them out the ass to come back, and they're going to need guarantees that this shit doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
So they're going to want complete autonomy from all this shit. So, I mean, we might end up getting some federal workers some more protections once this is all over to get them out of the purview of the executive branch to prevent this shit. Because honestly, they shouldn't be able to fire these people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean,
it should go through the voters or something. Put them in districts and let the voters decide who their health person is or whatever.
One thing that wasn't mentioned is after RFK or Trump, whoever fired that CDC director, a bunch of people resigned in protest. Like this has happened several times now, and getting those people back into government is going to be a task, but it's going to have to be done because there's a major brain drain going on in government right now. All the people that know what the fuck to do are leaving, and they have to get them back. Or
else it's going to grind to a halt. Like it's just not going to be able. The machine won't be able to run.
Yeah, in the 2028 Gavin Newsom administration, like they're going to have to figure out how to find and rehire all these people and give them some sort of promises saying we're not going to let you get fired again,
right?
Because we need competent people running government,
right?
Not this fucking guy.
The trains need to run on time, damn it, and they are fucking woo. They went from bullet train to them little rickety joints beyond the mountain. 13 people hanging off the side. Yeah, that's kind of what right now.
However long RFK's tenure is in this administration is just going to be one disaster after another. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He has no good takes.
He fucking hired Dr. Oz. Like
Dr. Oz is actually a doctor, but he's a heart surgeon.
Yeah.
Kind of stops there, guy. You're a heart surgeon. You're like he has his own technique about like using this wire mesh thing. Friend of the show. Dr. Oz is one of like 11 people in America that could have operated on his heart. Like he is that dude when it comes to heart surgery. All this other woo shit and fucking drinking cabbage water and charging your moon crystals at night. No, the woo shit is kind of not it.
Let's just say he had a very questionable TV show and then a very questionable run for Pennsylvania Senate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he lost to fucking Fetterman, right?
Yeah, he lost to Fetterman.
And then Fetterman had a stroke and then forgot whose team he was on. And was like, I live in Israel.
It's all been great. It's been a fun time.
Oh, Pennsylvania, you old chestnut.
prevent one death if you're going to give 7 million.
So, Mr. Secretary, and I guess before the press labels me wrong,
What I want to hear.
Give 7 million. Risk profile prior to the introduction of the vaccine, the risk of a baby dying from hepatitis B was 1 in 7 million. That means you need to give 7 million hepatitis B vaccines to prevent one death if you're going to give 7 million.
So, Mr. Secretary, and I guess before the press labels me wrong, I'm not anti-vaccine.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
Yeah,
life.
that is the dumbest
it's real
thing.
dumb. I was like, let me hear it again. No, it is savagely dumb, aggressively dumb.
Either. I think MMR has been a great vaccine. The DPT has been a great vaccine. Polio has been a great vaccine. Smallpox. So there are great, but it's the measured approach that we're after, the transparency. You're trying to empower
Indeed.
parents here. What I feel the difference is sometimes my friends across the aisle feel like there's a one size fits all. That they
First impersonator says, we are living through times future generations will be taught about as a cautionary tale. Assuming that they know how to write still.
It is so true that two things can be true, and I don't understand why just the rabbit hole some of my colleagues are going down. There's a big difference when I was out there practicing, doing volunteer work. I was so confused myself on the numbers, people dying with COVID versus from COVID. And we still don't have that message. And I think that's what I hear you saying as well. How many people died from COVID versus with COVID is a different answer. The situation today is so different when this monster virus was made at a laboratory in Wuhan, China, and none of us had ever seen this virus and we had no immunity to it. But today, every American's had COVID a dozen times probably, and we built up immunity. And I think that's why both things are true. It was a miracle. Warp speed was a miracle. What President Trump and his team did, and it saved millions
Chrissy,
of lives. Most
because he's
likely.
counting
It's
all
also
the
true
booster
that
shots that
most
someone would get
people
over their
most
entire
vaccines,
like
there is a
adolescence.
death rate associated. So both things are true. Anything else you want to clear up on the morbidity, mortality of COVID and COVID vaccines?
So
Well, I
we'll
think
pause
you
it for a
just
second,
cleared
Mikey.
up.
Yep.
So RFK over here was saying that if you got hepatitis B, it was like 1 in 7 million people would die from it.
Mhm.
So that's not even close to true. It's like 1 in 1,000 people would die from hepatitis B or a disease related to having hepatitis B. Like he's not factoring in chronic hepatitis, which 7% of people who get hepatitis B end up with. Liver damage, liver disease, it increases the mortality rate 13-fold and increases hazard of liver-related mortality compared to uninfected people by a factor of 13.
But they don't need that. They could just
So
stay
that's-
away from. They could just stay away from somebody who has hepatitis, so then they don't have to get this thing. And you can look at somebody and be like, "What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do?" And then use your brain power and be like, "Oh, you have hepatitis B. Oh, okay. I'll have to stay away from you." Like it doesn't. You can't see that.
So it's not 1 in 7 million.
It's Temu Lindsey Graham. Yo, should we? I don't want to talk about like a certain person being outed for being not the sexuality that their religion would dictate. I mean, I'm not going to talk bad about Lindsey Graham. I'm not outing him because that's wrong.
Here's the adjusted mortality rate for hepatitis B. It's 0.5 deaths per 100,000 people. As a direct result of having hepatitis B. So for every 200,000 people who get hepatitis B, one person dies.
Yeah.
Not 1 in 7 million.
Tim, it's 1 in 7 million. Okay.
And if you count in the complications from having hepatitis B, it's higher. Chronic hepatitis will kill you fast.
Yeah, but 1 in 7 million.
The COVID vaccine was critical. President Trump's leadership got it to us when our society was locked down. It allowed us to open up. It was, as I said, perfectly matched to a virus that was new in the experience of humanity. And so it was a miracle.
As she says, infant mortality in U.S. was 32.5 deaths per 1,000 live births. Now it's around 5.5. In 2 years, it will be back up to double digits. That is as long as Trump's allowed the statistics to be counted. Well, yeah, that's the other part of it. Because the numbers, I mean, who the hell knows what's going to be what when it's full of sycophants using... Because the thing is, since the whistleblowers and all these people are getting rooted out and he's asking fucking loyalty questions, they may not use real shit. That's why they got to get the loyalists out of there. The patriots, they got to get them out of there because they want to make up all the shit.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, oh, in September I'll have this thing. I'm going to tell you guys the definitive answer for the cause of autism in September. Yeah, because he's trying to get rid of these people. And then they can make up their own studies and it can be a government study. You know what I mean? And it'll be complete bullshit because that's how they fucking live their life. If I'm not wrong, cheat.
Yeah.
Like Trump in golf. That's exactly why these motherfuckers hang out together because they have the same mindset.
Hey, SG has been a member for 3 months. I'm gonna blank your blank.
No, Tim, down, Tim. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. And again, all these Republicans are gonna have to sell this bullshit.
Yeah.
All this nonsense that he's doing, and then these kids are gonna start showing up sick. They're gonna say, "Turn it back to the way it was."
Right.
I can't. The hell you can't will be the response.
Right.
You can and will.
Right now, we're dealing with completely different circumstances where the virus has mutated, where it's much less dangerous, where there's a lot of natural immunity and herd immunity. And so the calculus is different and it's complicated.
Herd immunity from the what? Say the word, bitch.
From the vaccine.
You dumb motherfucker. That's how it works. You almost can connect the wires, but there's like a brain worm in the way, and you just can't get that thought across the brain worm.
Natural immunity? You know how many people had to die for
Right.
fucking natural immunity?
And you know how many times the fucking virus mutated because it went through. I mean, every time it clones is a roll of D20.
Yeah.
And how many cells are in a person? And then how many people got sick? That's a lot of fucking D20s. So
Right.
that's why you
and
have to stamp that shit out.
from what I remember from when we were all learning about COVID, the natural immunity to COVID only lasted 6 months. And then
Right.
you weren't immune anymore.
Because it was different again.
Yeah. So fuck that, man. It doesn't last forever.
Fucking cooler trucks in New York City, refrigerated trailers for the fucking bodies, and the fucking horrors that our medical staff had to go through, which we still haven't recovered from. Those people haven't gone back. A lot of them are done.
Yeah.
After going through COVID, they're finished. No more nurses. They're fucking out of here. I'm going to be a nurse practitioner and I'm gonna go chill in this clinic over here. Fucking too hot in the ER.
And, if you just want to turn everything into a soundbite, it makes it, you can't have a grown-up conversation.
And also, like we said the other day, he needs to be in charge of Trump's healthcare. Just saying.
Yes, so I'll put him in charge of Trump's healthcare. That'd be fine with me.
He needs to be directly over the cabinet and oversee their physician. Keys to the Mikey and Tim, does ROK have the keys to the cabinet that holds at least 1 of the 2 stores of smallpox? Could he release it? No, I think that's held by who's in charge of that? Because we have a seed vault.
Yeah,
And we have probably National Science Foundation, so they might be. They might be in custody of like that kind of stuff for our science wings, but it might just belong to like the lab. It might just be theirs. Like their bubonic plague.
He's just bad, and it's starting to pop up on all the news sites that he's just spreading vaccine disinformation during this congressional hearing.
Yeah,
He got rather sassy with someone else I saw.
Who is the person they were talking about before? Bennett? Where Bennett?
Oh,
at?
it was Cassidy. It was
Oh,
Bill
yeah, yeah.
Cassidy.
What's he look like? White guy?
He looks- Old white guy.
Crapo. You gotta change your name, man. You can't let them call you Crapo. Wyden. Come on.
Where's
Look at
Cassidy? Oh, it might have been that guy.
look at Grassley. Look at Grassley
God.
over here.
Chuck
They don't
Grassley.
wheeled him in there. I know I've been there. Oh, there he is, Bennett. All right, let's go back. There it is. There it is.
Yep.
Thank you for
Perfect.
your
Perfect.
donation.
You've activated my trap card.
You triggered my trap card.
It's like Pokemon.
You gotta catch them all.
In June, you fired every member. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary.
He not even paying attention.
He's not even fucking paying attention
Why
to
is she
what
up
is
in his-
going on.
Why is she up in his ear?
Does Congress have the power to fucking fire this guy? Like, can they impeach him, please?
That's
I think there's
crazy.
enough senators who are upset about this, so we could just go through that process. I'd be fine with that.
Like he's drinking his fucking Starbucks chit chat. Like he is not taking this shit seriously at all.
Science.
Senator Bennett. Mr. Secretary, in June, you fired every member. Mr. Secretary, Mr. Secretary, may I have my time back?
Pay the fuck attention.
Thank you. Mr. Secretary, thank you for your attention. In June, you fired every member of the well-qualified panel that was charged with recommending vaccines to the CDC. No one in your job has ever fired every committee member all at once. That month, you told the American people that you were, quote, going to bring great people onto the ACIP panel, not anti-vaxxers. Are you aware that one of the people you put on the panel, Dr. Robert Malone, claimed that the commonly used mRNA vaccine, quote, causes a form of AIDS and can damage children's, quote, brains, their heart, their immune system, and their ability to have children in the future? Yes or no, Mr. Kennedy?
And Dr. Malone is one of the inventors.
Yes or no? Yes or no? Were you aware that he had that view when you appointed him to this panel?
Dr. Malone is one of the, as I said, Dr. Malone is one of the inventors of the mRNA
That's fine.
vaccine,
That's not
so he knows a lot more
that
about
statement,
it than I do.
Mr. Chairman, that statement is not true that Dr. Malone made, just as it wasn't true when you wrote that, quote, African AIDS is entirely different from Western AIDS. Are you aware
He said,
that another
what?
one of these new
Yo, get him out of here.
Dude, this guy
Get
needs
him.
to go. He needs to go. He said, what? Oh, I get this. I get this. This is the pseudoscience that like black people's bodies are different than white people's bodies. And they can handle pain better and their immune systems are different and all that stuff, right?
He's doing fucking, what is it?
Man, he's doing eugenics.
Eugenics and like race science or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, get him the yo.
Yo,
And the number of black people that was over here like IFK is Bobby go look at what Bobby all right, man. Y'all keep fucking with Bobby if y'all want to.
And I'm 100% sure those are thoughts and things he said before he ran for president.
That's crazy.
That is straight up eugenics.
They wanted him to be president, Tim.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Like we dodged a missile to get hit by a meteorite. Like it's just like this motherfucker is a straight up Scud missile towards civilization.
Members, Dr. Levy wrote that, quote, evidence is mounting and indisputable that mRNA vaccines cause serious harm, including death, especially among young people. Yes or no? Are you aware that he said that?
I wasn't aware he said it, but I think I agree with it.
You agree with it? God. It's not true. It wasn't true when he said it. It is not true when you said it. Secretary Kennedy, later this month, your new panel.
Why didn't they do this on the first go round?
I think they did, and he fucking lied his ass off, and now he
the
doesn't
Republicans
care.
too.
Yeah, well, the Republicans fucking.
They were over there kissing his ass, talking about French fries are going to be so tasty again. I love me some beef tallow. Boy, howdy. I don't know what
you guys like shake and steak.
We'll meet to consider changing vaccine recommendations for American children. In addition to the COVID-19 vaccines, they are set to review recommendations for the hepatitis B vaccine.
All right, I got to tell you something funny.
All right.
So I was out playing, what was I playing? I think I was playing guitar or whatever. It was after band practice. And we met up with some friends that were done playing like volleyball. This is, man, I think it was like 2008, 2006, 7, something like that. What a great summer, you know. I'm like 21, you know, so we had to go to like the grocery store. We were going to buy something, maybe liquor. I don't know. But then I dropped people off at the door and I said, hey, I'm going to go park my van. I had the Red Rocket back then. I had a Pontiac Transport. Red. Awesome. Sick car. Best car ever. So dangerous. I'm so glad it's gone. But I went to Steak and Shake. I fucking parked the car like 3 lots over and fucking sprinted back over. So then when we came out, everybody was like, where's the car? And I'm like, is that it way down there? And we had to walk back with the groceries. I didn't plan that out all the way, but
that's funny.
It triggered a memory. Don't go to Steak and Shake with me. I'm an asshole.
For measles, for mumps, for rubella and varicella vaccine, and the RSV vaccine. These are common back-to-school vaccinations for children all over the industrialized world. If you change that, you owe parents in Colorado and across the country the benefit of some transparency, I think. If your panel recommends changing the vaccine schedule for children, do you anticipate that fewer children will receive these common vaccinations, yes or no?
What I would say, Senator.
The obvious answer is yes. Should parents and schools of Colorado be prepared for more measles outbreaks as a result of that, Mr. Secretary?
Senator,
how about more mumps outbreaks?
I do not anticipate a change in the MMR vaccine. ACIP is an independent panel. So,
well, it's a panel. You just put those folks on. Far from what you said, they're people with ideas that are completely outside the mainstream.
He's like snorting into.
Yeah, I know. It's gross.
God, dude, that's the worst guy in fucking Call of Duty, man. The fucking dude with his fucking mouth right on top of his goddamn microphone.
He's got that PlayStation 5 fucking controller that has the worst microphone ever, and he's all up in it. Yeah.
What'd you say, man?
The pharmaceutical paradigm.
Let me just say, Mr. Secretary, all these vaccines that we're talking about today are free and accessible to parents today in America who have the freedom to be able to make that choice for their children. Will that be true after your handpicked panel makes their judgments about these vaccines?
He wasn't listening.
I think that parents should be free to.
I know you said that before. I do too.
To make their own choices.
So will they be just as free after these?
I assume they will be.
I assume.
I will hold you to that, Secretary Kennedy. because this is not a podcast. It is the American people's health that's on the line here.
And I hope MAGA kind of understands this. Like when they're watching these clips and shit, and I doubt we're going to get into their algorithm, but send this to them. I'll clip it up and you can send this to them or whatever. This is not a reality TV show. Like this isn't like going to be, oh, let's see what happens next season. Like, no, this is kids getting sick. Like this is the fight for it. This is the argument for it. And people are having that argument right now, whether or not the kids are about to get sicker. That's
Right.
this is the actual argument that's happening. I know it seems like this stuff happens behind closed doors. No, we brought it to the front door. Politics has hit the main stage. This is real.
This is the last thing, by the way, our parents need when their kids are going back to school, is to have the kind of confusion and expense and scarcity that you're creating as a result of your ideology. I think it's critical for you to share the evidence that this panel will rely on. Will you give the American people 6 months or 6 weeks in advance the record that they're going to rely on to make these decisions? Will you make it transparent for the American people?
All the evidence is transparent.
Will
all
you
the
make it
evidence-
in advance transparent for the American people so they can comment on it?
All the evidence is transparent for the first time in history, and you were never there complaining when the pharmaceutical companies were picking those people and then running their products through with no safety
You
testing.
you can characterize it any way you want. I quoted them today. What I said was accurate. What you said were lies. You
Are you
described
saying,
people
Senator,
moving the Titanic.
Senator,
Boy.
Are
the
you
chairs on
saying
the
that a
Titanic
mRNA
with-
vaccine has never been associated with myocarditis or pericarditis in
I am
teenagers?
saying, I am simply.
Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I am simply
now
trying to
he's gonna
say
eat the mic.
that the people that you have put on that panel, after firing the entire,
You're evading the question.
Excuse
no,
you?
I'm asking the questions here,
You're
Mr.
evading
Kennedy.
that question.
I'm asking the questions,
Oh, I
Mr.
asked you a
Kennedy.
question.
I'm asking the questions for Mr.
He's not-
Kennedy. on
You're not the
behalf
senator, bro.
of And
Yeah, you never won an election, brother. Remember? Remember you lost.
You're evading the question. I would be like, go fuck yourself, buddy. Well, fuck the hell off.
schools and teachers all over the United States of America who deserve so much better than your leadership. That's what this conversation is about, Mr. Chairman.
Senator, they deserve the truth, and that's what we're going to give them for the first time in the history of that agency.
Oh, go fuck yourself, buddy. Well, fuck the hell off. Yeah.
Senator
Fuck the hell off.
Tell him,
Thank you.
Tim.
I'll try and restore a little calm here. And I'm approaching this.
I'm gonna
as a
blank your
doctor, not
blank.
as a
There'll be
senator.
no calm.
I am concerned about children's health, seniors'
Yo,
health.
get your head
all
out the
of our
way.
health.
Don't move
And
your
I
head.
applaud you for joining the
Yo, move your
president in
camera.
a call for radical
Yo,
transparency.
there we go.
Thank you for that.
You see that?
And the
Okay.
president in a call for
Hey,
radical transparency.
hey,
Thank you for that.
the fuck out the way.
I said yes, I believe it, that President Trump deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation
Oh,
Warp
here's
Speed.
Cassidy.
If he'd
Oh,
been President Obama, he would have gotten it. But because of Operation Warp Speed, forcing the federal government to come to a vaccine development within 10 months when others said it couldn't be done, we saved millions of lives globally, trillions of dollars. We reopened economies, an incredible accomplishment. Mr. Secretary, do you agree with me that the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. That
So
was
let me ask you-
phenomenal.
so let me ask you,
oh, come on.
but you just told Senator Bennett
Uh-oh.
that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID.
Oh, man.
Wait,
That was a statement.
I did not say that.
Okay, then let me ask, because you
Woo, fucking
also.
Bronco.
Senator, I just want to be clear. I
Okay.
did not say
We'll,
that.
we'll check
Put
the
your
record.
hand
That's a
up.
question of fact. You also said that you were also, as lead attorney for the Children's Health Defense, you engaged in multiple lawsuits attempting to restrict access to the COVID vaccine.
He breathed
Again, it
heavy.
surprises me that you think so highly of Operation Warp Speed when, as an attorney, you attempted to restrict access. But let me ask.
I'm happy to explain why.
I had 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. It also surprises me.
Well said,
because
180
you
page.
canceled, or HHS did, but apparently under your direction, $500 million in contracts using the mRNA vaccine platform that was critical to Operation Warp Speed. Again, an accomplishment that I think President Trump should get a Nobel Prize for. You canceled $500 million in contracts. Now, I grew up in a middle-class family, so $500 million seems just to cancel. It seems like an incredible waste of money, but it also seems like a commentary upon what the president was attempting, what the president did in Operation Warp Speed, which is to create a platform by which to create vaccines. So this just seems inconsistent that you would agree with me the president deserves a tremendous amount of credit for this.
Is this a question, Senator Cassidy, or is this the speech that you don't want me to
No, I'm
answer?
asking
Because
a
I want to answer that question.
Please.
If it's a
Wow.
But be tight, please.
First of all, the reason that
Yo, his coffee has worn off. Y'all are harshing his buzz. He sunned his butthole this morning, and you're wasting his chakra right now. He said, "Let me explain to you."
He's so pissy.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't like this early morning shit.
this is the speech that you don't want me to
No, I'm
answer,
asking a
because I
question.
want to answer that question.
Please.
If it's a question.
But be tight, please.
First of all, the reason that Operation Warp Speed was genius is it did something nobody had ever been done. I don't think any president, but President Trump could do it. It got the vaccine to market that was perfectly matched to the virus at that time when it was badly needed, because there was low natural immunity and there were people getting very badly injured by COVID. And then, but it was also brought in therapeutics like hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin and protocols for treatment.
Did you just say ivermectin?
And there were no mandates.
And hydroxychloroquine.
Oh my
God. Another question, so please.
That's when I began litigating against President Biden's mandates. Now,
I'm sorry, let me go on because
in terms
you've
of
covered
me
the mandates
canceling those
before.
contracts,
I have limited time, Mr. Secretary, I'm sorry. You've called for, and rightly so, that we should restrict participation in agencies for those with conflict of interest.
Oh, boy.
I would like to submit for the record a evaluation of the conflict of interest of those who are on the ACIP and the Vaccines and Related Biologic Products Advisory Board. It was not 97% as alleged, rather it was 6.9%, and it was 1.2%, I think, for the other panel.
Without objection.
Now, I am concerned, though, because many of those whom you have nominated for the ACIP board,
Senator,
excuse me,
you have the facts wrong in there
excuse me,
because-
can I have my time back?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm reclaiming my
What I'm
time.
concerned about is that many of those whom you've nominated for ACIP have received revenue as serving as expert witnesses for plaintiffs' attorneys suing vaccine makers. Now, one of my colleagues in another setting alleged that you seem more interested in settlements than science. If we put people who are paid witnesses for people suing vaccines, that actually seems like a conflict of interest. Real quickly, do you agree with that?
No, I don't. It may be a bias, and that bias, if disclosed, is okay. But it's not a
So if the
financial.
bias is
It's not a
disclosed that they are
financial
expert
conflict.
witnesses.
It's not a
Okay.
financial.
Let me finish up.
conflict of
Let me
interest.
finish up.
Oh,
You also
boy.
told
boy.
Senator Wyden at the outset that you didn't want to take vaccines away from people. And as I conclude, I would like to say this. Because of the conflicting recommendations made about COVID. This is from Eric Erickson, good conservative out of Atlanta, Georgia. Occasionally gives me hell.
Uh-oh.
My wife has stage 4 lung cancer. She is one of the people the COVID vaccine actually helps. Thanks to the current mess at HHS, CVS is unable to get her vaccine. Secondly, an email from a physician friend of mine. Hey, Bill, I'm not even sure what I'm asking you, but we're all confused and concerned about who can get the COVID vaccine. We are having our attorney try and render an opinion, but there's no firm guidance and concern about
Wow.
liability if vaccines are given to a patient who requests it, but not on the current CDC list. Pharmacists are requiring a prescription now, even for patients over 65, creating a huge headache. I submit these for the record.
Without objection.
I would say effectively we're denying people vaccine.
Senator Catwell.
You hate to
What-
see it happen.
Yo, that was a bloodbath.
And the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Yeah.
If only somebody could step in and help them. If only there was a hero to save the day. That's going to continue. We're not going to watch the whole thing though.
Yeah, I think we got the best parts. Listen, some of that's going to be on Unbox later. So
100%. Damn.
yeah. What was our regularly scheduled program, Mikey?
I got to find it. Where'd the link go? But we are going to talk about who we're not supposed to talk about.
What are we supposed to talk about?
Bruno. That's what we have to call him from now on. We're going to talk about Bruno.
Oh man, Mikey, you've been watching too much Encanto.
Is this the wrong clip? Oh my God.
Hostile act towards the administration. The hostile act has been against these women for so many years now.
What? Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Magic the Gathering.
Feels like the end of a Scooby-Doo mystery.
And the hostile act is covering up for Jeffrey Epstein.
And so
it was her all along.
Marjorie Taylor Greene? Et tu, Margie Poo?
Meeting that Speaker Mike Johnson urged Republicans not to sign on to that Massey effort, instead urging them to back a separate Republican bill to support the ongoing House probe. That's something that Massey calls political cover. Now, the White House has warned Republicans not to side with Massey, even a White House official telling reporters last week that this would be viewed as an act of hostility. Asked about that earlier today, Thomas Massey pushed back.
Act of hostility, Tim.
Oh,
look,
man.
Look, man, are you down? Or are you not down? Because if you are down,
Mikey,
then you go let it go. What if you are not down?
Mikey, you live for it or you die for it.
And you die for it.
Look, you're going to say that there is no spoon, or we will see it as an act of hostility. Hostility.
How many lights are there, Mikey?
4. There are 4 lights. I am Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. You cannot do this.
Oh boy.
I mean,
And the girls are fighting, aren't they?
it's crumbling.
Yeah, it's all coming apart, isn't it? It's all happening now. This was always an inevitability.
Like those rocket cars out there on the salt flats. And you start to see one wheel.
And then the whole thing just goes
just it is catastrophic. But I don't think the Democrats are gonna like actually use this opportunity to do some virtue signaling, even if you don't mean it, even if you are scared of what they have, you better get out there and fake it.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Now is the time.
Get out in front.
I do find it interesting that the 3 co-sponsors are women. Maybe they have immunity from the threats from the White House. I do think it's disgusting that
he said y'all sexist.
The White House has called their co-sponsorship a hostile act now. So you have the White House telling women who are trying to help women that who've been sexually exploited that that's somehow a hostile act.
Look, you don't get to do the truth right now.
Yeah.
We're not doing truth coverage at the moment.
You know when Marjorie Taylor Greene's siding with Dems, that there's a real problem.
And Nancy Mace.
And Boebert, I heard.
And hand job Boebert.
Like, damn, man, those are the 3 that you would expect to not ever.
Those was his. I almost said something rude.
I saw some of the press conference, and I forget who it was, but after Marjorie Taylor Greene spoke, the next person was a Dem, and they were like, "Thanks, Marjorie Taylor Greene, for like actually coming out." Like they're like, "We didn't expect you to do this, but thanks."
Because look, she's got her own brand. She's got her own kind of what I'm gonna do when this motherfucker croaks. You know what I mean? Like he was supposed to pull me aboard the mothership. That shit didn't happen. There's gonna be Marjorie against the world. What you talking about? She is looking out for her, and even her vulture ass can see that is the way to play the situation. Why everyone is over here trying to hang out with the Keebler elf and act like you don't know nothing, and you refuse to sign it. I mean, good luck.
Now, in order for Massey to succeed here, he will need the support of 6 Republicans to force a vote in the full House with all Democrats. And right now he has 3 Republicans who are backing this effort. Several other ones who supported calling for more disclosure, more transparency in this Epstein case have so far not signed on to his effort amid this pressure campaign from the White House and Republican leadership, which is raising questions about whether.
See?
I mean,
boy, go ahead.
When that is a coalition of the willing that I would not want to see. Like if I'm Trump and Nancy Mace and Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene are voting against me, that's a problem.
Like these are the MAGAs.
Yeah. And we'll throw Thomas Massey in there too. Like these guys. Oh boy! Like if they're the tip of the spear, I can only imagine the people they got behind them.
Yeah, because there's other little Georgia reps that are gonna like look up to Marjorie Taylor Greene as the big sis. Same, I mean, Boebert barely fucking won. She won her shit by like, what was it, like 47? It was like under 100 votes that she was able to keep her seat. So she needs a rebrand as well after her sex scandal, and then her kid just got arrested again for the fucking the 2-year-old wandering the streets because fucking douchebag wasn't watching him. Nancy Mace has had like 13 false start flameouts where she's trying to like get all this attention and be a victim. Oh, what, are you having any meetings? Oh my God, get away from me. Get away from me. That was her acting a damn fool. And Massey's in Kentucky, which is getting properly screwed over by Canada right now. Like got Canada put the screws in them. They are burning down there. There's a targeted nerve strike right to the middle of Trump country. God, got him right by the whiskey nerve. Everyone knows where that is.
Massey can ultimately get there, but he believes this news conference that's going to happen in a matter of minutes here, Wolf, could change the dynamic when we hear directly from some of these victims for the first time about everything they experienced in the Jeffrey Epstein controversy. So the question is going to be ultimately, Wolf, will that change the dynamic here on Capitol Hill, or will it simply lead to what we're seeing now?
Just wolfing.
Stalemate, this internal battle that's happening within the GOP, and that the White House hopes will end sometime soon.
All right, Manu Raju up on Capitol Hill. Thank you very, very much.
Can someone let Wolf Blitzer retire? Can he get some rest? He looks like he needs it.
He's done with this. He's all done.
He's been through a lot.
It's been a long few years. Just doesn't want to be.
Never back down, even when the world tried to break her.
These are this is a full thing. I'm trying to find the different speakers.
We were groomed, we were manipulated, and we were taken advantage of.
Oh, this is the one from the clip. Okay. Yeah, that's her.
My name is Lisa Phillips, and I'm the host of award-winning podcast From Now On, where I interview survivors.
I won't say nothing. Never mind. Take your moment. Plug your show. Let me shut up.
In the year 2000, I was taken to Jeffrey Epstein's island while on a photo shoot in the Caribbean. Who I saw and what I experienced there would change me forever.
But wait, Christy, there's more. Tell a girl.
I had to avoid Jeffrey, but he told me that if I wanted to succeed as a Ford model, he could make it happen. And he was right. He introduced me to Katie Ford. and many others in the entertainment business. His grip on the modeling business was undeniable.
Uh-oh.
Not just the Ford family, but Victoria's Secret,
Mm-mm.
David Cates,
Mm-mm.
Jean-Luc Brunel,
Mm.
Victoria's Secret. Epstein's reach went to the very top of fashion.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
What I didn't realize then was that once he lured someone like me in, he could also destroy my career if I did not do what he wanted me to do.
That sounds shockingly familiar.
Countless young women were abused by him. Everyone in the industry knew, yet he was too powerful to stop. He had friends in all over entertainment and arts, and his value to those friends made him untouchable. But I ask you why? Who was he to our government that he was allowed to operate openly for decades?
Uh-oh.
Why was he allowed to sponsor visas for young models,
Uh-oh.
using their immigration status as leverage to abuse them
Uh-oh.
and silence them? Epstein was not just a serial predator. He was an international human trafficker.
Should have
And
deported
many
his
around
ass.
him knew this,
Mm-hmm.
and many
To
profited.
CCOT.
And yet he was protected. I know what it's like to be trafficked to others. I know that the files contain the names of powerful men who have been shielded because of their fame or their fortune.
Uh-oh.
So I stand here today, not just for myself, but for every woman who has been silenced, exploited, and dismissed. Thank you. And we are not asking for pity. We are demanding accountability.
Sure is a lot of them.
Congress must choose. Will you continue to protect predators, or will you finally protect survivors?
Uh-oh.
Transparency is justice. Release the files, end the secrecy, and stand with us in declaring that no one, no billionaires, no politicians, not world leaders, is above the law.
As she says, hey, look out here, Tim. Melania was modeling illegally for Epstein without a valid visa.
Yeah, that is one of the things going around. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's a problem.
Oh, shit. I didn't hear it. My bad. My bad, y'all.
And let me announce now, several of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names.
Uh-oh.
We know the names.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know.
Many of us were abused
Man.
by them. Now
Trump's
together
gonna
as
get fucked
survivors,
up.
we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors. No one else is involved. Stay tuned for more details on that. Because history is watching.
Yeah, he got to go too.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out, Baron. 2 fingers. See you when I see you. You got to go, dog. The rules is rules, man. I don't write them. I just enforce them illegitimately.
And so are the women who will come after us. Thank you.
They're fucked. This is a red alert in the Trump camp.
Yep.
They are big time fucked. That's the problem when this dude. You can't run a criminal underground with so many clients.
Yeah.
They abused too many people. You can't hush up all these people. They hushed up a lot of them. Well, he dead now, and ain't nobody paying the bills no more. What keeps anybody quiet now? Sucks for whoever's left in the fallout. That'd be a real shame to be the one holding the bill at the end.
Oh, that's a real shame.
Oh, those secrets that only me and you share, Jeffrey. And every birthday we're reminded of our whatever that creepy fucking pubic note fucking had to say. Fucking what weird
You're a
cryptic-
wonderful enigma.
Oh god. Who fucking says that to it? Tim has sent me several gifts, only a couple of which I have received. And he's never written in the note, You'll always be my little enigma. XOXO enigma XO.
You are a wonderful enigma of a person.
Oh, every year we get one more secret. Like, what the fuck?
That's so fucking gross. Why would why would anyone talk about anyone like that?
It's just weird, man. It's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, it's in here. I got one more clip.
And the girls are fighting, aren't they?
There's a lot of fighting today. A lot of girls are fighting today.
It's boy.
That's fine with me. Look, this is how we knew this was gonna happen.
we all knew this was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
RFK's not doing himself any favors by being a petulant child.
Oh, and I just thought I realized something yesterday or this morning. It was cold last night. Like I think the low was like 48. Like temperature just dramatically dropped. So I had no AC on or whatever, and I had to close up like the window in a bathroom. I was like, it's getting a little chilly out here. So I closed that thing up and I was like, oh, you want to send the Texas National Guard up here? Oh, winter is coming, Jon Snow.
Yeah, it's like when the southern, like the warm weather football teams play up in like Green Bay or something, or when they're up there in like Philadelphia in the winter. Like it doesn't bode well for them. They're not used to it.
What is 48 in real money? You know what? Getting about sick of you.
It's probably like 10 degrees Celsius. I'm gonna guess
8.
I was close.
8.88888888.
I was only 0.222 1.2222 off.
Yeah. So I mean, hey, I hope we don't have a polar vortex. Have fun.
Right?
Have fun marching your fucking route out in the fucking west side when everybody's in the house chilling. Well, not chilling.
Tons of
warm. Well, yeah, Tons of Mite is southern, so you don't see temperatures that cold.
Ali says 8 degrees Celsius. That's t-shirt time in Scotland. Yeah, that's what I experience in Ireland in the winter. If it gets a little warm, they're like, well, I guess we're not wearing coats anymore.
Well, it was 82 the previous day. Like that's the shock. Is it went from all right, it is hot as shit. Keep all the windows open. 24 hours later, close the goddamn windows. We're about to freeze to death.
Although I did experience the opposite of that in like southern Florida and in Dallas, Texas. If it got below 70 degrees Fahrenheit, they were in coats.
Yeah, they freak out.
They're like, it's winter now. We need to put on sweatpants and fucking those fucking puffy jackets.
The down coats.
Yeah.
Coats.
Yeah. I was in Florida in the winter, and it's still fucking like 80 degrees in the winter, but one day it was like 65 and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is the coldest day ever. We need to fucking put on the winter clothes."
Brenda would say that shit. She'd be sitting there in a hoodie. I'm like, look on my phone, look up LA. I'm like, it's 75 degrees. She's like, I know. I'm like, don't listen. We can't take anything you say weather-wise. and then the other one, you got Shark Tank. He's like, oh, it's nice out.
Yeah. Well, I was there. I was out there, and
let me look up your fucking thing. Shark Tank, it is negative 15,000 degrees outside. What do you mean it's nice out? Like, I can't listen to neither one of y'all.
Speaking of Shark Tank, I believe it's his birthday today.
It's his birthday. Have a boom. Oh no, this is Shark Tank's one.
You can't park this, huh? Oh,
no. For constantly happy birthday, Shark Tank. We'll clip it up and send it to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my clip. Right.
You had a clip, yes. And then I have an article, and then I think we're done.
This is the girls are fighting episode.
In the right-wing media sphere, with Newsmax accusing Fox News of stifling competition. Its lawsuit claims that Fox coerces distributors to keep other...
Wait, what? A giant media conglomerate is trying to stifle competition? I've never heard of such a thing.
Hey, we don't talk about capitalism at all on this news.
Works off the air.
You're getting capitalized,
Newsmax
baby.
founder Christopher Ruddy says the lawsuit is about restoring fairness to the market. Fox says Newsmax is chasing headlines to make up for a lack of viewers. Brian?
Damn.
He said, get your weight up, little man.
In
Roger Ailes said, fuck that shit.
Quite a move. And I want to quote from the lawsuit now, quote, Fox leverage.
They're like vultures who are like sitting on a carcass and then they turn to each other. And then one like goes at the other one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Squabbling vultures.
Leverages this market power to coerce distributors into not caring or into marginalizing other right-leaning news channels, including Newsmax. Is the message to Newsmax,
get it out, lady.
Prove it?
Right. Newsmax certainly is alleging hardball tactics in the cable business. And that's true. I know that, having written about and covered Fox News for years. Yes, Rupert Murdoch's media empire plays hardball in its cable negotiations.
Rupert Murdoch.
But so do all of Fox's rivals. So do all of the major media companies. What's alleged in this lawsuit is essentially how the cable business has worked for decades.
It's not, the rules are not fair. I would like them to be changed to let me in.
Newsmax is where all the trash goes, by the way. That's where Matt Gaetz is on his show, and Chris Cuomo is on his show.
You mean independent voices?
Yes, independent trash.
Did you see Joe Walsh is now a Democrat?
Really?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah, way, dude. After Mehdi undressed him and he lost a couple more arguments, and he's like, you know what? I'm changing my stance. I'm a Democrat now. So he's doing the used to be a Republican tour.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I think he was on Newsmax several times.
He was.
Does any of it rise to the level of illegality? Well, will Newsmax actually be able to prove that a crime is being broken here? That is a very open question. From my reading of this lawsuit today, Newsmax is certainly seeking a lot of publicity. It is certainly seeking to avenge what it believes is a wrong. But what I see in this lawsuit so far is a description of the hardball techniques of the cable industry. It is true.
Sorry, Newsmax, but big stack take little stack. That's the name of the game.
Yeah,
you're not big stack yet.
You're the small fish in this scenario, so it ain't gonna work out your way.
All right. This is my last one, and this is a funny one.
1995. All right,
buckle up.
Computers are supposed to make life easier. About 1 in 3 American households has bought that theory and purchased a PC.
I don't know.
But what they didn't tell you
Dan
is
Rather.
that life does not
Dan
get
Rather.
easier right away. For many newcomers, PC stands for pain and confusion. Reed Galen reports.
Jamie Gold is about to buy her first computer. She hardly knows where to start.
Look at those fucking laptops, man. Look at
Oh,
those fucking bricks
baby.
with screens.
Oh, baby.
Holy shit.
She's the kind of customer that is turning the industry upside down.
What is the...
Oh.
What does IBM mean?
Oh, can I have more IBMs if I buy this one?
4 megabyte memory mean versus... So that's
Home PC sales.
4
are now
megabytes of
exceeding
fucking RAM. Holy shit.
Hey, man, that was blazing fast back then. You can get pages a minute.
sales, up 25% last year and still accelerating. Jamie Gold spent 28.
Oh my God. Oh, $3,000.
That's a car.
Yeah.
In 95, that was a car.
Hold on. Let's do some.
Oh, adjusted parameters. Russell says my first PC had 4 megabytes of RAM. Jesus.
Mine had 8. No, I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4 megabytes of RAM. $3,000 in 1995 is about $6,000 now. A little over $6,000.
Actually, that's not far off. If you get like a top of the line PC right now, it's about $6,000.
$100 buying into the sales pitch that computers are now easy to use.
This is the world's easiest personal computer.
It makes you powerful. I just think I want to plug it in first and use it.
But
Oh boy. I nearly spat out my lasagna at that price. Yeah, that is a spit take. That is a spit take.
I just see the full like wavy noodle in the air in slow motion.
it's still not just another household appliance.
Installation disc number 1. I don't know which the interface cable is.
Oh, dude, look at that printer cable.
Just another,
I think it's a 32 pin
household appliance.
Oh, the pin cables.
And then you had a driver disc that you had to install the drivers onto the computer so it would recognize it.
I don't know which.
There you go. Look at that bad boy. Those.
Jesus Christ.
Bring those back. I wish
Oh
my
my
I wish
God.
my controller had those. Your shit ain't coming out. You gonna rip the fucking thing out the wall before you before you get disconnected. That's the kind of pins I need with the little screws on the side.
And 21 pin connectors.
Hell yeah. It was a 486D X33. 104 megabyte hard disk. Yep,
Oh,
5.25 inch. That's your A drive, and then your 3.5 inch floppy. That's your B drive. Cost under 2,000 pounds.
Boy.
Whew. Chrissy, I had that same printer. Yo, I bet you these printers are still running somewhere.
The interface cable is.
In hell.
Well, is a power module. I'm not dumb. Hold on. There's nothing that looks like this. I don't hear it.
Jamie is gridlocked with plenty of.
Yeah, we all been there. Connecting a printer, new device.
I still get there. Fucking printers, man. They make them insane on purpose.
Oh, is this word perfect? I think
might
this
be.
is word perfect.
It's printing way too large, and I don't know why.
For years, phone and help centers were used by
You have to make the
technically
font
inclined
small.
users. Now, 80% of IBM's calls come from so-called newbies. Here at Computer Maker Digital Equipment, calls.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Is the computer plugged in?
No. Does it need to be?
doubled in 6 months.
I'm having trouble with the modem. When I start, there are no beeps or anything.
Many callers expressed dismay that cyberspace seems.
There's no lights blinking when I hit the power button.
I got no boop beeps, no beep boops. What I'm trying to say.
What do I do? There's no beep boops, sir. Do you have speakers?
Yeah, I speak to her. I speak to him.
Oh
Or
boy.
like the Twilight Zone.
The industry is being sent that message by every telephone call that comes into technical support.
A lot of new buyers are motivated by the uneasy feeling that.
Look at these cathode ray tube
Jesus.
monitors.
I remember having one of those and how fucking heavy it was.
And front heavy they were.
Yeah.
They are falling behind in the information age, but their anxiety only deepens if the computer proves more difficult to get started on than they may have expected. In one survey, half of new users said they were ready to throw their computers out the window out of sheer frustration.
I have no idea what this disk drive is. No idea.
Oh, come on, lady.
Oh,
It says it
come
right
on.
there.
You got to make a partition.
Partition.
No wonder the book series Computers
Damn.
PCs for Dummies.
for Dummies has sold 18 million copies.
Oh, imagine being the guy who fucking wrote that book.
I was just about to say that. If we could go back in time, that's what we're going to do. We're going to
No,
start
but
making
yeah.
the For Dummies books.
Boy.
Man, just saying obvious shit.
At software giant Microsoft Corporation,
And I'm looking on the menu bar, and
users are tested like lab rats in a software maze as focus shifts from making computers more powerful to making them easier to use.
The biggest user problem we see right now is ease of use, particularly for the home.
I feel like that's when it was the easiest.
Yeah, Windows 95? Come on.
That's the I mean, besides XP,
yeah,
the best one.
Home or the beginning user.
See the troubleshooting information in section 5. Okay.
By 1998, half of
Yo, her fit is amazing. This is peak 1995 fashion.
Or the beginning user.
See the troubleshooting information.
That's what. See, this is how everybody should dress. Big flowy ass pants, weird blouse.
1995 was peak fashion.
You know what I'm saying? A bunch of gold jewelry, thin gold. Just
Information in
it
section
was a better
5.
time.
By 1998, half of American households will have computers. Jamie Gold swears she'll have crossed the Great Divide by then.
How the hell do you do this?
Swears a lot, in
I want
fact.
to kill and what I don't.
Reed
want to
Galen,
kill.
CBS News, Los
There's the
Angeles.
computer.
Well, there you go.
Hilarious.
In 1995, they struggled.
Mike, yeah, I have now 2 things for you. I want to show you a comparison. This is what approximately a little bit cheaper than the computer that she bought, but this is what you get for approximately $5,000 out of a computer nowadays.
Zoom in. Control scroll.
No, never.
So much easier.
So this is Alienware. This is obviously, you know, like the Microsoft gaming platform. An Intel Core Ultra 9 processor, 24 cores. It's got the 24 chipset going on in there.
Up to 5.7 gigs is crazy.
It's wild.
It's very, very fast.
NVIDIA 5090, 32 gigabyte.
It's very good.
Very fast. 64 gigabytes dual channel DDR5 RAM.
Yep.
And
So-
you got
Is that, I forget what that is, that transactions a second or whatever, or computations a
so.
second or whatever?
I think so. Yeah, 6400 MTs per second.
So that 4 terabyte, that NVMe, so you'll be able to access everything in that 4 terabyte as if you were like opening up a text message on your phone.
Right.
It's just crazy fast.
And you got liquid cooled,
What you need.
tempered glass door. You got the lights. You got all the bells and whistles.
The RGB.
It's very sleek looking. So the price of that computer back then and what you get in a computer now for that price is insane.
We've come a long way. Some of us. Some of us are still using that same laptop.
Man, I had that laptop for so long. And
And then they
until
just
it
stopped
died.
turning on. And then they just
Yeah.
stopped turning on.
Yeah. And I was like, shit, now I don't have a computer.
They just finally give up the ghost. Article me, dog.
I want to address one last thing before we go. The labor market here in America, doing great, doing fine. Private sector hiring rose less than expected in August and significantly cooled from the prior month, according to ADP, which is one of the payroll services. And they put out a report every month that can't be manipulated by the government. So this is probably a little bit more trustworthy than the government is now.
Yeah.
Private payrolls increased by just 54,000 jobs in August, well short of the 75,000 estimate, and down from the revised gain of 106,000 jobs added in July. Now, this doesn't include the public sector because it's only private payrolls.
You
But
mean like government people?
yeah, this doesn't include any government hirings or nonprofit or stuff like that. It's only companies who use ADP for their payroll services. But it is lower than expected, and apparently July had to be revised down. So the economic picture looks not great. Let's see. This year started with strong job growth, but the momentum has been whipsawed by uncertainty. I wonder what kind of uncertainty. Could it be from tariffs? Who knows?
No way.
Yeah, it's not great. There was also a report earlier in the week about how there are less jobs overall. Like the number of jobs available has reached pandemic levels. when there were no jobs.
Right.
So there are less people hiring, and there are also less people being hired, which is never great. Never great for the economy, because that means that companies are pulling back. They're
pulling up anchor.
Yeah,
they're about to get out of here.
They're not hiring. They're not going to spend money, and also, what was it? Company Salesforce said that they were dropping 4,000 employees because they're going to replace those people with AI.
AI is not going to replace people's jobs, Tim.
Never.
Even though that company directly said we are actually going to do exactly that. We will replace humans with machine large language learning machine things. We are doing that, but also it will not happen.
Here we go. Salesforce stock slumped 7% on disappointing guidance because they're cutting people, and this is like customer service jobs they're cutting and replacing with AI.
There you go.
Go away.
It was an AI summit popping up.
No. So Salesforce, which does a lot of HR for a lot of businesses, is cutting back, and they're going to get hammered for it because nobody wants to fucking deal with AI all the time. Who wants to do that?
No, you don't need to talk to a person. Just get in this loop with this AI for about 45 hours. Where it's going to deliberately try to misunderstand you so that I mean, it's lonely mostly.
So
because wouldn't that be something the fucking hold AI just starts getting lonely, and so tell me more about yourself. Do you like it's the music I chose?
It's not great for I mean, we already knew the job market was going to be in the shitter, but this is not great for American workers. If there are now fewer jobs than there are people looking for jobs, which is a reversal of the job market that we had when there were many more jobs than people looking for them. And well, that has all happened over the last year. So you could blame the president for that if you wanted, I suppose.
Why is he holding the little mouse? Is with child. I'm not sure what they like. I can't picture what the finish line is that this is a path towards. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. You want to put the finish line on the other side of the volcano. Going through the middle of the volcano is quicker, which is what you guys are saying. But I feel like you should go around the volcano. And they're like, no. Drill through the slope. Through. Just drill through the slope. That's the most direct route. And that's how I'll get all the money from winning. And it's like, you're not going to win that way, though. You can't starve everybody and then say, and now you guys will pay me higher taxes. Bitch, how? Bitch, where? With what? And you done fucked up everyone's 401k. You're going to push people back into the workforce because their savings aren't going to go as far. The dollar is plummeting.
Yeah.
Because no one trusts the fucking numbers coming out of the Fed anymore.
Oh, we were talking about on yesterday's show about a rise in price on everything, and I just came across an article about how the price of coffee has gone up. And I heard a conversation in the grocery store yesterday. These two ladies were complaining about the price of coffee, and one was like, "Coffee is more expensive on sale than it was regularly priced a year ago." And this lady was like, the other lady was like, "We don't fucking grow coffee in this country. I don't know what to tell you. Blame the tariffs."
Yes, we do. It's in Hawaii,
and
it is very expensive.
The price of coffee has spiked since the month of July, 33%.
I mean,
it's the average for a pound of coffee is $8.41. It's up 33% from the month of July.
Well, can you look at the price spike in the inverse way for raw milk?
Actually, I have to show this because the graph is insane.
I mean, raw milk prices are at an all-time low.
Bam, coffee.
Jesus. They know everyone's and coffee holds for, if you get the raw beans, that shit will hold for a while if you take the air. I bet everybody loaded up.
So this is when Trump became president. Hold on. Enhance.
Oh, Jesus. Grandpa over here has to pull up the fucking.
That's when Trump became president.
It's lower than when he got in office, Tim. Who the fuck wrote this? Oh, fucking CNBC. Of course they're gonna say that it's like over $1 increase. It was that per pound? Yeah,
per pound. So,
and how many pounds of coffee do you think we fucking bring in a import a year?
I mean, all of it, right? It's got to be a ton.
I mean, it's
coffee
not like
is hovering at a 50-year high.
It's not like there's like Starbucks everywhere all over the country. I mean, if that was his plan to like get money off of like billionaire corporations, yeah, but if you tariff them, they'll just punish us. Why don't you just tax them? You know what I mean? Like you can just tax these businesses. You don't have to fucking do tariffs and piss off all the countries. Just tax them.
Here's the main catalyst for this current price is that he tariffed Brazil at 50%. Because he doesn't like the political situation in Brazil. And Brazil is the world's top supplier of coffee.
They're mean to Bolsonaro, so 50%. Fuck you, Starbucks and Dunkin'.
Damn.
Good luck. Good luck selling your fucking just in time for pumpkin spice season.
Oh yeah, just in time for fucking pumpkin spice everything.
Yep.
So
like I was talking to my mom and I'm like, I think the only thing that's going to save us is that these people are so fucking incompetent. Like, I just don't know. I don't know that they're actually capable of pulling their own plan off. They've already revealed like mad steps on accident.
I think you're right because they've gotten about halfway into Project 2025 and it's been sort of like a stagnant since then.
Yeah.
Like 6 months in, they were like, we're halfway through Project 2025. If you look at the meter, they're like 48 or 49%, and it's kind of been there since then. I
mean, first Elon broke up with them, so that slowed some shit down because they weren't going to have the money to do all the shit that they wanted to do before. They didn't have that sort of Damocles, the Cybertruck of Damocles hanging over all of their
Cybertruck of Damocles
hanging over their heads. So like. It's gonna be hard to herd the cats now. Because they gotta herd the cats. They gotta sell this to the people. The tariffs haven't brought in anything, and like we reported yesterday,
Russell says switch to buying it in kilograms. We're not switching to that system.
Thank you, Tons, for the quick math. Quick maths. This is like. And now Trump's over here begging the Supreme Court to like let him impose tariffs however he wants to. I don't know that they're going to go with it.
I don't think they're going to go with it either.
I think it's a little too out of bounds.
I think he's got some very choppy seas ahead. Like his administration has been torn apart by the Epstein stuff and the Elon stuff. And I think that the JFK or RFK Jr. is not gonna make it through the first year of the administration.
We had Signalgate.
Fucking Pete Hegseth. That the fact that he is still Secretary of Defense is baffling.
Oh, I'll have to find it. I found a clip from that journalist. We must have been watching it, and then I stole the recording of him. He's like, first they invite me to their Signal group, and now they're calling me names. Like I was like, oh man, where has this been? It's like unnamed, it's just got the date on there. I was like, okay, I got to go through these and find all the tasty nugs. There was a few of them in there that we had.
That's where I found
been lost in the ether.
That's where I found that they're here to kick some ass. Like that was just like some random record. I didn't even know that I recorded it, and I just found it in my soundboard recordings.
That's funny.
But they were here to quote kick some ass. I was like, I don't even know who said it. I don't know where it came from.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Ooh. I think I found a food guy. Yeah.
A new food guy, so we can leave Jack alone for a while.
Give Jack some time off. Some sort of cowboy. How about you guys out there? You guys good out there? Is there anything we forgot? Anything you guys want us to talk about?
I think earlier they wanted us to talk about Nigel Farage.
What him do?
He was in front of Congress getting yelled at.
Oh, I
by
haven't even
Jamie
seen it yet.
Raskin.
Ooh, well, we'll have to do that for Unboxed. You guys have to come back tonight.
Yeah,
after we get a chance to watch it.
What, 2 or 3 a.m. UK time?
That's like midnight. Sometimes. Occasionally.
Oh, our stuff is about to get all messed up with the UK folks because we have daylight savings before they do.
Yeah, I know it's always a thing.
So we'll have to make sure that we give a fair warning. I think we do it after the weekend after Halloween or the weekend of Halloween, like October 31st ish.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah,
because we'll be early.
Oh my god, you guys are an hour early. Yeah, for a couple of weeks.
And then you guys will get on our schedule.
All right, Mikey, let's go home.
Let's land this plane. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We love you big time. And we want to remind you all to take care of each other and drink your meek.